Hi, I'm alive. I have not been well for the last week. This is literally the first day that I have left the house in a week. This is Thursday, and last Thursday was the last time I left the house. I'm wearing clothes, I'm wearing makeup. It's amazing. I curled my hair a little tiny bit. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like a human being a little bit. I have a doctor's appointment I need to go to, so that's what's kind of gotten me out and about. Doctor appointment not having to do with this illness thing, which was not COVID, was not flu. It's just, I don't know, just some sort of a respiratory viral kind of a thing as far as we can tell. So anyway, I'm on the mend, still, you know, congested and coughing a bit, but not doing too poorly. So that's the good news. And anyway, on my way. So I wanted to just chat with you about a few things that are going on and what's been happening the last week and things like that. So stick with me. Let's drive to the doctor's office. So November 1st, the day after Halloween, they put the Christmas decorations up on the neighborhood gates, which I thought was quite, you know, they're on it. Whew, they're just jumping right in. Oh, I have things in the back I'm taking to Goodwill, and I forgot they were back there, and so I think a whole entire box of stuff just fell over. But anyway, I'll deal with it. So yeah, the neighborhood is starting to deck out in Christmas already, and I'm fine with that because here's the thing. Our old house had like a, I don't know, what it was, between 13 and 15 feet, I don't know, one of those two, Christmas tree that we put up every single year. It was a monstrosity to have to put up. This thing was like basically made for like bank lobbies. I mean, it was like an industrial strength kind of a thing. And it was very, very heavy. It still is. So anyway, we brought that with us because we didn't know what house we would be in, you know, eventually when we moved here, because we didn't have a house yet when we moved. So we brought that with us, and it was in the attic part above our garage when we moved to the house. So anyway, I'm looking online thinking, okay, I know we don't have a 20-foot ceiling here in this house. We have basically 12-foot ceilings throughout the entire, at least the bottom floor. I think they're the same as the top floor, but anyway, not putting the tree up there anyway. So 12-foot ceilings, and I knew that the tree was more than 12 feet tall. So I saw that there were some sales on Christmas trees at the place we bought this one years and years ago, and the sale was ending soon. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to know, you know, if my husband had the idea that we could take the bottom couple sections or so off the tree and see if we can stick that in the stand and make it work and not look stupid. I had no faith, none. I had zero faith in the man. I said, no, that's gonna look awful. It's not gonna work, da-da-da. You know, the third section up or whatever isn't necessarily gonna fit in the stand properly. I had no faith. So anyway, he said he would figure it out. I'm like, well, you know, that's fantastic, and I'm happy that you'll do that, but I need you to do it this weekend, which was the weekend before Halloween that I made him do this, okay? So he had to drag the Christmas tree pieces and parts that are really heavy down from the attic garage and into the family room, and we're trying to set it up and trying to figure out what goes where and everything. We set it up, and by gosh, he was right. It fits. It actually fits with two sections, I believe it is, off the bottom. It makes it almost to the ceiling. So it works well, and it's a narrow tree, which is great, so if it fits in the corner, we're gonna put it in. So, me of little faith, you know, I had to apologize. I'm like, okay, great, good, you did it, you knew, you know. And I don't have to buy another tree, but I wanted, if I did, I wanted to get the sale. So anyway, that was the reason. So the tree has been up since before Halloween. So we have a tree in the corner of our family room. It has like automatic lights where you can change it from colored lights to multicolored light. I mean, from white lights to multicolored lights to then to mix of the both. And my rule is we're not decorating it yet, and we can only turn on the white lights for now, just so it gives us like an ambiance, but it doesn't look too Christmassy. So now that that's been up for a while, I'm already just ready to start decorating it. I don't even care anymore. Thanksgiving's still in a couple weeks. But then after Thanksgiving, it's like 4 weeks, it's Christmas, it's over. You know, it's like, that's not long enough for me to go through all that trouble of decorating and the joy and the prettiness and stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So I think I'm gonna start decorating my house for Christmas before Thanksgiving. That's just all there is to it. We already have a tree up, why not, right? So I'm gonna be one of those people, if I can ever get any energy to do so. But anyway, so I've been sick. Something viral, something, you know, whatever it is, don't know, but I'm on the mend, which is good. So I have been ill, some sort of sick, don't know what it is, but I have had something, and it's literally been a week. It's been kicking my butt. I just sort of took over the guest room, so I didn't want my husband to get it or anything, and plus our master bedroom is an absolute disaster right now, because we're getting California closets installed tomorrow. That happens tomorrow. But for the last 3 weeks, we had to take everything out of our closets, which is now all over the perimeter of our bedroom. We have like piles of our hanging clothes, buckets of shoes. It's a mess, okay? Our open drawers, whatever. So just trying to get dressed in the morning is an ordeal, and the place is a mess. So anyway, we had to get all that stuff out of the closets. We have two, one for him, one for me, and tear out the old closet inserts that in the pictures don't look too bad. And they weren't that bad. They were usable, but they were starting to fall apart, and they just weren't the best, and the drawers were sticky and weird, and you know. So anyway, getting new. We had to tear all that out, repair the wall behind it. The new unit's going to be higher than the old unit, which then made a problem for electrical. So we had to change the electrical up higher. And so we had a big project with tearing that out, fixing the walls, painting the walls, doing the electrical, all that stuff. In the meantime, about a week before we started the closet tear out, we had air conditioners replaced. They were working, but not well. They were on their last leg. They'd been there from the beginning of time, and they were having a hard time keeping up with the, you know, AC and stuff over the summer. So we said, you know, it's time. We may as well reap the benefits of getting them new and having more energy efficiency and all that stuff. So we got new air conditioners. Well, as my husband started to tear out the stuff in our closets, he starts noticing something, and he comes and gets me. He's like, Jen, has there always been a giant water stain on the ceiling of your closet? I'm like, I don't think so, but I've got to be honest, I've never even looked at the ceiling of my closet. It's 12 feet high. I don't know. Maybe if it was lower, I would have had a better chance of seeing it. I'm like, I honestly don't know, but I don't think so. I really don't think that's been there. And so anyway, he goes up through the attic, figures it out. The people who installed the air conditioning units had the water drainage thing trying to run uphill, which wasn't working. So it was like spilling out all over the place, and it spilled out all over the closet ceiling. So then he had to completely repair that, make sure, you know, mitigate any possible mold, dry it out, paint it with special stuff to kill everything. Big, huge project. So that's what he's been working on in every moment of his spare time, trying to get the closets ready for the installers to come, because everything was ordered, and to change the date would have been awful. So that's how that worked out. And we have been working on that pretty much nonstop. Yeah. So that's ready. It looks beautiful. And the closet people are coming tomorrow. So the installation should take just tomorrow. It should be all done by the end of the day, unless we have another disaster of some sort. So that's good. So then I can start putting things back into my closet, except for the drawers. I have special stuff on the outside of the drawers, and those aren't going to be here for probably another week. I don't really know if the drawers won't be here or just the fancy stuff on the front. I don't know. Anyway, so I can start putting my closet back together, and I'm really excited to start going through my things, and I only want to put back in the closet the things that I know I love and know that I wear. And anything that doesn't make that cut, I'm just gonna either try to like sell on Poshmark if it's a good thing, give to someone who might want it, give it to Goodwill, whatever. So I'm gonna start that whole process, and I want to take my time. I don't want to just shove my stuff in the new closet because, you know, to get it out of my bedroom. I really want to make a good attempt at weeding things out. So there's that. That's my other story that I have going on. Yeah. So that's going to happen tomorrow. It'll be interesting. Thank goodness I'm feeling better, since I'll have a crew of people in my house tomorrow, including the designer lady who's going to come by and bring them lunch, she said. So that was really nice. So that's that, yeah. Gorgeous day in Florida. This is interesting. This is my first holiday season sort of thing in Florida. It says it's 89 degrees outside right now. It's different. I mean, I'm struggling getting into the mood. You know, like Halloween happened and it's like, what? You know, it was just weird. It's just different when it's not cold outside and you don't have those first snowflakes and all that kind of thing. So anyway, I'm working on it. But not only do I have my Christmas tree already up, I actually have Christmas cards already purchased and, you know, made. It's like a photo card, and they're already at my house. So I'm starting to address my Christmas cards to family and stuff this year already. I want to get those out, like send them maybe the day or two before Thanksgiving, because a lot of people do start sending their cards out right after Thanksgiving. And the purpose, mostly besides a Christmas card, of my cards is that it has our new address on it. So I, you know, reminded everyone we moved. I just want to make sure you have my new address so that if they do send a card, which I would love, I love getting cards from people, that they would have my new address. So if any of you would like to send me a Christmas card, that would be fantastic. My P.O. box is listed down below. And yeah, that'd be really, really fun. I'd love that. And maybe I'll do my very best to send one back to you. So that'd be fun. So this doctor's appointment I'm going to, since I know you're wondering, is a gastroenterologist. Yeah, I've been having some weird gastro issues lately. Strange. But now I'm all better, and I don't know why, because we haven't really done anything yet. All I did was go to this doctor's office and tell her the problems I've been having for the last 4 years, ever since my horrific disease or whatever I got in Tahiti, where I was just about died. I've not been the same in that department. So and it was getting worse and worse and worse. So anyway, I went to see the doctor about a month ago, and we did an entire, you know, testing route thing. Fun. Stool samples. The best, right? So I get to go find out about my stool samples. Yay! Do I have a parasite? Yeah. So anyway, the only things that she told me to change, I changed, and there are only things that have happened that I've only been doing for like the last 5 months. So I don't know what the last 4 years had, I don't know. But anyway, I'm better just from making those 2 changes. So I don't get it. So anyway, I get to go find out about that, which is good. But so the good news is I'm feeling much better. Things are better in that department, and I'm happy about that. But it'll be interesting to see if she found anything in the testing, and you know, what her thoughts are on why I'm so much better, considering I really didn't do much of anything to make it better. So there's that. So I'm definitely seeing that doctor. And I've also been recently seeing my rheumatologist. I know I brought that up to y'all. I found myself a rheumatologist since I've been in Florida, and she's very, very helpful and very good. And she did a boatload of testing. It was 10 vials of blood, and that was a lot. And but she found some things that were concerning. So then, since then, which was about 2 months ago, I have been doing all kinds of other testing to test more into the things that were kind of scary. So still working on those things. It looks like we might have outruled some of the scarier things, which is good. But I definitely have rheumatoid arthritis, borderline lupus, kind of connective tissue disease, definitely autoimmune problems, lots of inflammation, everything. But I've known this for years. So anyway, that's not so bad. It was just there were some other issues. And she also tested for tuberculosis, because if she were to give me any meds for any of the things I'm going through, which I'm hoping to try not to be on anything, I don't want to be on any meds if I don't absolutely have to, she needed to know if I had tuberculosis. It's just a normal thing. Well, guess what? I tested positive for tuberculosis. Yeah. So then I had to have a chest x-ray. Like, okay, fine. You know, so I had the chest x-ray, and it was not. I do not have active tuberculosis. I have latent tuberculosis. So I'm walking around with the tuberculosis germs in me. And what they say is that you can go your whole life and have it not turn into tuberculosis, or it can pop up at any time. So I need to go see an infectious disease specialist to see about that. Plus I have low gamma globulins, which they were thinking that could mean cancer. So, I mean, it got very, very scary. So we're getting to the point where things aren't as scary once we've done some more testing. But I have been back and forth to a lot of doctors talking about things like, do I have tuberculosis? You know, do I have cancer somewhere building in my body? You know, from all the I'm telling you, it has been something. So a lot of stuff going on health-wise. There's been all that I've been dealing with in and amongst my normal daily life. So there's that. I gotta stop saying so there's that. So every time I say it and I'm editing a video, I want to smack myself. So if you feel the same way, I feel you. I do, and I'm sorry. So there's that. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm gonna be close soon, so I need to pay attention so I don't miss my exit, and it's a little more crowded on the roads, and I don't like talking on this thing when it's more crowded on the roads. So I will hit the doctor's office. Hopefully I won't actually hit it, but anyway, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back. Well, that was a giant ordeal. I will spare you the long, drawn-out story because I know I have a lot of those. But suffice it to say that it was an absolute mess. They lost my test results. They never received my test results for several of the things. One of my other doctors was supposed to have sent other blood results I had just done at the other doctor to this doctor, so I didn't have to repeat the blood tests. But they never received those. So luckily that doctor was just like 2 doors down from where I was. So I just walked down there and asked them to print them out or whatever so I could have this appointment. So anyway, ended up after hours of searching and looking and no results were there and all this kind of stuff, we got what we needed to know, So all of it worked out, but it was insane and very frustrating. But I kept my cool. That was good. Things happen, you know. So there's that. So anyway, fairly good news. Nothing majorly horrible. So just things I'm working on. Yay. So I'm so glad that is over. And now I'm headed home, and it looks like I'll just have enough time to throw some sort of a chicken meal in the oven for dinner tonight, because that's probably what we're gonna have, because I need to use this chicken. So that's my plan. So I get to head home now. But anyway, thank you for just listening to me ramble about all of my weird life problems. I'm sure I've got so many other things to do and say and show, and I will another time as soon as I can, but at least this gave me a chance to check in, tell you what's happening. Tomorrow I will definitely be filming the before and the after and the during as much as possible of the closet redo thing, because that's going to be a whole other deal. They're going to be here at 8:30 in the morning and starting the whole thing, so it'll be hammers and, you know, drills and loud things for most of the day. So that's okay. I'm excited. So yeah, I will talk to you guys real soon, I'm sure. Love you to pieces.